Greetings and salutations! Welcome to the Grand Circus. I'm Bajongles. If you like my stuff, make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me over on Twitch at Bajongles1, where I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. I would much appreciate a follow there. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on my socials, both at Big1 username Bajongles on Bluesky and Tumblr. Much appreciated. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Hi. I'm doing very good. I'm doing very, very good. Later today, I'm going to be going to a white elephant party. And I'm very excited about that. There's going to be the white elephant gift giving. There's going to be games. There's apparently going to be a trivia thing. There's karaoke. It's going to be a great time. It's gonna be a wonderful time. I'm very excited. I'm also excited for today because I love working on world building. We are going to make progress on that. Oh boy. Let me stretch my bones. Also, today's VOD release should be out. It should be out. It was scheduled for the same time I begin stream, noon PST. And so that is out now. Once stream is done, I will advertise it on my socials and shit. Uh, Very cool. Right now I have VOD releases scheduled for all the way up to my birthday. But that will continue to lengthen as I do more. But this does give me a bit of leeway on editing and scheduling the VODs because they are gonna release on a set schedule. Or they not gonna, they are. They are releasing on a set schedule. Uh Instead of like just whenever I have them done. Uh Which, that's cool and awesome and great and fine. Let me get the Outer Wilds music situated. I know something I've definitely taken to mind, really put into my powerful clown noggin, is that the music is the same every stream. And I like that. I like that, right? But I can definitely see how that would get tiring over time. So if people bring that up to me, then I can try and like change out the music a bit more often. But yeah, no, there we go. Outer Wilds, 14.3 billion years. Very cool and exciting. Also, I knew this for a bit because my friend told me, but I saw a video on it from Cabal. Yeah, no, people who just lurk, according to Twitch, are not people. They do not count towards the viewer count. So, like, I 100% appreciate lurkers. I'm very glad you're here. Genuinely, you giving me your time is wonderful, and I can expect nothing more from you. Everybody that joins in any way they want to and can is a privilege rather than an expectation. That being said, to reach affiliate, a stream has to say 3 average viewers, and when they don't count lurkers as viewers, then that makes it more difficult, because that means 3 people who are active rather than 3 people who are watching. And so that's more a thing just to keep in mind for me, and something that I'm spouting out. I'm spouting out nonsense. I'm spouting out silly nonsense because I'm funny. Because I'm funny, Batman. I'm spouting out nonsense. spouting out nonsense in taking water. You know, just the cycle of life. As we were and as we will. Also, I recorded a new intro shill for my VODs. It's basically it says the same stuff but is better because since then I've improved greatly. Like we've been on this funny clown journey for almost like a year now, and I'm looking back and I can definitely see how I've improved. I've added filters to my voice, so like even though I'm using the same internal computer microphone that I always have been, except for that one stream where I realized it was kind of a failure, I sound better. I'm speaking better. I still have pauses and I still stutter because that's just how my brain processes things, right? That's how I process things. But I'm doing them less. And I'm speaking in a pretty good cadence. And that is wonderful, and I'm glad that I've had this opportunity. Also, I'm using I'm speaking with my hands, but none of you can see it because I don't use my camera. That's why I'll never be a proper VTuber, because that uses video tracking. And I would much rather it not do that. Oh boy. I almost went to gamering. Which, by the way, we are going to be going to Portal before doing Blasphemous, because I just need more time to work on the model. Which is very exciting. I think, depending on okay, here's the deal, right? I've finished Portal Still Alive. I've finished it. And that is wonderful. I have not finished Portal Stories Mel. And I think I want to play through Portal Stories Mel with y'all. While I get the Blasphemous Penitent 1 model situated. And then once that's done, we will commence on Blasphemous. Now, without further ado, Marrow Hatched. I'm actually gonna make Obsidian invisible to you. You cannot see it. You do not have eyes on the inside. And I'm gonna work on this map because I also have to do this for thumbnail stuff. Because I told myself every time I do a thumbnail for this, I would work on the map. And I've been catching up, so I'm very excited about that. All right, the audio on your guys' end is wonderful, but the audio on my end, my end is very loud. So I just turned down the volume for me. You see, that gave me a little bit of a headache, and I would much rather not have a headache. Water is wonderful, Gordon. Oh god, that reminds me. Also on the docket is Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, and Half-Life 2 Episode 2. That's on the docket somewhere. Once we start on the next block, I might, like, figure out when I want to start doing those funny games. Batman, the funny games. I've taken the powers of Mixopidalic, Batman. They're mine. How's that shape? I think the shape is shape. It is the shape of all time. I don't know if I have all the areas of Marrowhurst taken care of, but I definitely want to focus on like filling out what was it? Like filling out what I have. Like I think I want to think about the rat's nest in particular, because it holds a special place in my heart. I've brought this up on previous streams. That is based on the ramblings from the Septimus Heap book series. Highly recommend. We'll be reading it in the live read along things that I want to do. That is on the list. But also on the list is some H.P. Lovecraft stuff, Moby Dick, some other classics like Bram Stoker's Dracula, Frankenstein, like these sorts of things. Jekyll and Hyde. Because, like, I've never read Jekyll and Hyde or Moby Dick, and I would love to, because I've heard they're good. Once Christmas season is over, I'll be able to get back to doing other asset work on stream. Makes me very happy. Alright, so the snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When you finally kiss goodnight. Me and Noel Holiday, giddy, bouncing up and down because it's nearly Christmas. I am a Christmas boy. I do enjoy Halloween. It's not like I don't like Halloween. It's just I like Christmas. I like the Christmas season. I love the holiday cheer. Don't pay attention to the fact that I was born close to Christmas. Don't mind that. Yeah, don't mind that. Don't look at the clown behind the curtain. The same day that fuck ass How to Train Your Dragon like show was released. Fucking bitch. Makes me mad. I'm so mad. Okay, Batman, I have an idea. Actually, no, if I connected these, that would be too straight a line, and I don't want to affect those two shapes too much. That'd be too straight a line, Batman. A Joker dying. Gotham is flooding, and so it's time to reintroduce an aquatic-themed villain, Surfing Joker. The Surfing Joker. Not feeling it. Hey, Lois, I'm not feeling it. Hey, remember the time that Bugs Bunny killed me? What? Peter Griffin fades away. I will be doing finalized, like, river placements. But yeah, no, Narrow House. Okay, so for the Rat's Nest TM, I think I want to separate it into multiple other areas, or at least have it be like a lot of good tabletop city or just town in general designs are sort of point crawls, or at least the ones that I've had the most fun in. Where it's like, here are points of interest, and you go here, and they are connected to this one, but you don't have to go. Uh, Travel to this thing for 1D 2 days. Uh, and so you could just sort of hand wave getting to these important locations, but still have the important locations themselves either be mapped or described, or they're the main areas. My name is Jonathan. I'm the hero of this part. Max Jam reference. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2. God, I'm excited for Steel Ball Run to be animated. I will not be watching it on Netflix. I am going to say it with my full chest here. I will not be watching it from a legitimate source. I need to re-find that one fucking. Sorry, I'm looking at a thing. I do not much care, Internet Archive. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, found the website. Alright, I'm gonna keep that open. I will not tell you what I am looking at. I will not tell you because telling you where to go would be illegal, and I cannot do that. And also, it's super illegal to buy pirated things, so I am not buying them. Plus, I couldn't if I wanted to. Besides it being illegal and morally reprehensible. So I think that the rat's nest itself is gonna be complicated enough that having it also be a point crawl might be a good idea, even if the city itself has a map. Because like you can, and I highly recommend personally, having having like a city have a map and then have listed out locations and then have them written out on like a list, and then you can look at them and then say, you go here, this is what you see, this is what's here. I was playing a book from the Wild Mount, or not a book. I was playing in a short adventure, like pre-written adventure from the Wild Mount book, with some friends, and that's how they did the town of Hupperdook. Where like it had a map, and then each important location had like a number and letter distinction, and that's how And then the DM looks at that and then goes, ah, this is here. This is what you see, and this is what you not what this is what you can do here, but this is what you see. This is what you can interact with. What do you do? And I really enjoyed it. Oh boy. There we go. Okay. Eventually, this will also be filled out, and that'll be awesome and cool and gaming. I mean, I plan on doing this entire map. You understand, my old boy. Oh, I just thought of a fun quest that could happen, like specifically in the rat's nest, but I don't know what to do about it yet because it would involve characters that I haven't thought about. But that is fine. Of having like a murder mystery type thing. I like murder mysteries, and if it's like, I also get to take stuff I saw from a how to do murder mystery video, like how to do murder mystery in D&D video, to sort of like write it, which also uh suggests sort of running a town like a point crawl. And so like I think that's what I'm gonna do, and then there's like little bits of evidence and clues in different places, and like you kind of have to have multiple fail safes in case the players don't get everything, but that's fine. That is completely fine. That is just par for the course because it is a tabletop game. Me seeing incomprehensible horror, me saying horrors beyond my comprehension, I don't get it. Also, no false Hydra. That is bad. False Hydras are bad and not fun. So I'm putting my foot down here. There are no false Hydras in this setting. They do not exist. I do not usually say this about creatures, especially for a thing where I'm like, yeah, do what you want, smiley face. I think a false Hydra is a bad idea if the false Hydra is going to affect the players directly and make the players go missing. Because that can take away some players' agency, and taking away players' agency is not fun. Instead, I would rather do a thing where, like, the players are in a time loop and they have to solve how to get out of the time loop, sort of like a Groundhog Day situation. I just realized there is a YouTuber that has talked about doing something like that before, and I have seen that video, but that did not come to mind until after I had that idea. Pointy Hat. Shout out to Pointy Hat. I don't agree with a lot of his D&D opinions. Pointy Hat is one of the situations where I respect somebody, but also don't fucking agree. I don't agree with the dislike for dragons. I don't agree with some of the ways that he takes rewriting and like redesigning the stats for fantasy races for and classes and stuff for player option. And I am fully able to admit that it is 100%. It's just that I don't agree with it and I don't think it's fun. Because there is nothing wrong with him as a person or a content creator. I watch his stuff. I'm subscribed, right? I just don't agree with a lot of it. Their style is very cool, though. I like it. Feels very late 2000s, early 2010s, like graphic novel. You know, like your Amulet series, or like not really, but kind of Bones. That does remind me with the read-alongs. I am going to avoid reading through comics, graphic novels, manga, and the like. Just cause like I don't know, it feels better. Like you know, reading out something that's just words feels better for the vibe that I want to go for with that. Yeah, so like a lot of what I want to do with quests in this setting, like pre-written quests, mind you, because there are going to be a lot of pre-written quests. And people are gonna be able to, you know, take as much or as little of it as they want. That's sort of the point. Because we are making a world for people to be in. The importance is to not take away player agency without consent. Actually, no. Getting consent to do that is keeping player agency. There is a difference between player agency and player character agency. Players should have agency the entire way through, even if the character themselves loses control in a situation. God forbid they put me in a situation. Like I've been in games where it kind of feels like me and my playgroup, like as players, have sort of lost agency. And it wasn't like the worst thing, right? It wasn't like a horror story. It was just that, like, oh, okay, the actual cool character who's an NPC showed up, and suddenly we don't control the situation anymore. It's not about our actions anymore, it's about the actions of this really cool person now. And try to avoid that as much as possible. I'm gonna try and avoid that with these quests as much as possible, and like how I write the characters. Went to the wrong window. Like with how do I put this? The world, like this world, is sort of. I want to design it to be an active world where nobody can do everything. but anybody can do something. Yeah, it's sort of the idea that like you can be anything you want to be, but not everything you want to be. And part of the choice that goes into it, and like in with the players and everything, is what do you want to prioritize? What are you choosing to accomplish? What do you find important? What do you care about? You know? I'm digging that. I'm somewhat of a cool guy myself. I'm somewhat of a cool guy. I need something more real. I listen. I'm fully aware that Watto is, or can be definitely seen very easily as a harmful stereotype of a Jewish man, right? I'm fully aware of that. That is not something that should be glossed over. I really like him as a character, though. He's really funny. He's a really fun character. I like him a lot. His voice is cool. His character design is fun. I like him. I would not want to be in the same room as him because he would try and I don't know, be rude. I don't know, he'd be rude or something. But like I don't know, he's fun. The Toydarian. Eh, there's something more here. Annie, you won the race. You knew he'd win. Somehow you knew. Uh, oh god, right. I stopped working on the zine adventures. I also want to work on those, but that is personal time. But I also want to take an idea from that and put it into this. And this isn't related to Marrowhurst, but it's related to this setting. Is traveling merchants. Right, they go along the trails and up the rivers and from town to town. And I think that many of them have routes and schedules. So like I might do some pre-written ones where it's like, uh here's this person, these people's routes and schedules, and here's the fort they go to here and when and stuff. And to have the DM not tell the players like off the bat, have the talk about, "Yeah, I'm going to be in this fort, my friend. 5 days from now, if you want my wares, come seek me there." Like that sort of thing. Like, have it be in character. If you want more wares. Like I think that's fun. I think that's very fun. And I think some of my favorite characters to think about are merchants, particularly like the flashy merchants with like rich baubles and silks and fun hats, and a lot of presents. The kind that know you need them for the stuff they sell. Here's another thing though, too. Something I want to preface with this world. Something I want to put into the book. Prices that are put into this are the starting price. It is expected culturally that you haggle. Haggling, like the players haggling merchants and shopkeepers and just people selling stuff, is not an annoyance. It is the cultural expectation. And so putting into the book, I may have this is the starting price, and this is as low as they are willing to go, no matter how well the roll is. So, like, how do I put this? If somebody rolled a nat 20 on on persuading to haggle, right? They would get the minimum price that the person is willing to go to. They don't suddenly go, you can have it for free. Here you go, lad. You can have my treasure for free. And like it's a spell scroll of I don't know, levitation or some shit. Like, but you know, like it doesn't work like that. It's you roll in that 20, you get the minimum price that they are willing to sell for. Or maybe in that 20 you get like half off on the thing. Because I want to present people with as many opportunities as possible to sell, like both sell stuff and also use up their gold. That's an important thing. If you are going to give gold as a resource to people, you need to give them opportunities to spend it for cool stuff. And also things like living expenses, supplies, tolls. Tolls are very, very useful. But don't, like, depending on the place, I might decide. I might decide different later. I have no idea. Of like looking at them and going, your toll is 5 billion gold. And then the next person who's a peasant comes in and they, all right, you have to pay 3 copper. Oh boy. But you know, with cultural expectation, of haggling, if you don't haggle at all, it is either so here's the two possibilities. It is either that you just have the money. Right, you are not wanting for money. You do not need to haggle because the price is nothing to you. Or you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot loser who just lost more money than they had to. Or both. Or both. And so, again, haggling is expected. I think that's something I can really, like, start kind of going into a bit with Marrowhurst. Especially since there's, like, you know, the big seasonal, like a Hardfast market. By the way, Harvest came from the name of a season, inaccurate. Harvest, the season, like harvest season, is called that because that's the season you harvest. And so that's when the stuff you have to sell is most plentiful, and so that's when these harvest markets and events would happen. And That's something I kind of also want to do is the time of year is important. One, because nature stuff and exploration and hazards and things, but also fun events for people to go to and again spend their coin. D&D is a game that when done right is a resource management game. Your gold is a resource, your spell slots are a resource, your health is a resource. Your literal resources like torches and rations and things like that, those are resources. And I've thought this, but it's really like cemented in my mind like how important it is as I've been playing a dungeon crawl game. In fact, I've been playing two. One of them is in Shadowdark. It's a fun system. I might consider one day adapting this setting to Shadowdark. But I think I am just gonna have this be D&D 5th edition 2014 rules. Water is splendid. You know, like, I saw a Matt Colville video being like, what is D&D about? And I think if we look at the systems of the game, it is about resource management. Right? It is still fundamentally a game where you go explore, and you explore as far as you can, and you know, go into dungeons in the wilderness and stuff like that. And the resources allow you to do that. That is the gameplay loop. And we've definitely added, like, over time in the space, added more and more importance to personal narrative and roleplay in the role-playing in my role-playing game. Heaven forbid. Which is a good thing. I enjoy that. I enjoy it a lot. And there's kind of no but to that. And also, so I guess I'll say, and also, there should also be space to, like, in the game, not just in tabletops, because there's plenty of space for like, both systems-based and more, like, role-play, collective storytelling-based games, right? There's 100% space for that. I'm talking about D&D 5e. There should be space for both. And without, like, lessening the impact of one over the other, I think. Like how do I a separate but very intertwined point? Look at casters, right? People see them as way more powerful than martial classes, and that is true to an extent. But when you're in a game where your resources are being spent and you're using your spell slots, it means you have a larger burst of power. But then as the resources are spent more and more, the martial classes like the fighter and the rogue and the, unless barbarian, because they have limited rages, but they can still just hit things, right? Like the martial classes can sort of step in and keep the momentum rolling until you have that rest and regain your resources. And like that's why there's a difference between short and long rest, because long rest you use the more of the time resource in exchange for regaining your other resources. And a short rest, you use less of that time resource and an in-game hour, 10 dungeon rounds. No, not 10 dungeon rounds. 6 dungeon rounds. Uh, to regain hit dice and stuff that regains on a short rest, like a lot of warlock stuff. I am so tempted to continue this way, but I need to finish the sex. Hold on, somebody's knocking. I am my grandfather's taste tester when it comes to food. So he came in with a new batch of banana bread. They had fucking banana bread? I fucking work today, dude? Hmm. Hmm.
That is very good. I love banana bread.
There you go. Man, what was I saying? Oh yeah, resource management. And I think I want to add in, like, and sort of accentuate the importance of some of these rules in D&D 5th edition that are maybe less discussed, less less added to people's games. Which, like, again, I don't blame people for doing that. This is not a moral thing or a, you're playing it wrong, fuck you. I'm just talking about what I want to do.
You're doing it wrong. I'm gonna kill you now with my big kill you laser.
Gentlemen, I may not have a brain, but I have an idea. And sort of have this little cutout here, I think. With this here, it kind of looks like a face, see, where it's like,
Ah, platypus.
I heard that and I realized it cut out. I said Perry the Platypus. Perry the Platypus.
How kind of you to come unexpected. By that I mean completely expected.
Pushes my button. You get put into a cage that's entirely too big for you, so you just walk out of the bars. But then, you know, after you step out, you realize too late that you've stepped in my big glue trap. My big and awesome glue trap that sticks you.
Ah, Perry the platypus. I'm going to kill you.
Ugh.
Instant karma there. God damn.
Welcome to the Antler Woods. I think they're called that not just because deer, which I feel like there are a larger number of deer in these woods. I think it's because the branches, it's like, oh, the branches look like antlers. Or at least that's the inward reasoning. You know, I said Marrowhurst time, and I've completely done a tangent. Welcome to unmedicated ADHD. I do a fun facial expression like chronic fatigue. Yeah, you know, my favorite characters in Hunt of the Parenting, worn and fatigued, chronic fatigue, muscle fatigue. You know, my beloved.
You made the iPhone. I'm going to kill you.
You ruined my life. Stewie Frieza. Okay, I think we've done good. I think I can. I think I'm gonna force myself to actually write about Meadowhurst. Oh, those were on that layer. Okay. Let me save the map first. Let me save that first, and then once that's saved, we can actually get to writing. Because then I'm gonna, like, close Krita. Actually. Okay, yeah, because there's the Custodian Square. Cobbler's Guild area. The Cobbler Square. Yeah, the Custodian Square. Like I said, I think I'm gonna start on the Rat's Nest. Alright, play. Hold on, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Fantasy name generator, my beloved. Fantasy name generator. Real names. Europe. I don't need Edwardian names or Elizabethan name. No, maybe Elizabethan. Elizabeth the First is a bit anachronistic. When did Elizabeth the First reign? It is fairly anachronistic. Europe, yeah, Edwardian is like the 1920s era. It's Edwardian just after Victorian era. And Elizabethan is, 15, 1600s. We are going for 11 and 1200s. So we are a few hundred years early. I'm trying to look for historic names. I don't need pirate crew names or noble house names because this person is not going to be a noble. Oh, historic. There we go. I don't need Hellenic names. That's for later. That's for a later expansion to this setting. Plus Latin names. We don't need that yet. I'm going to slowly expand from this point over time with this world, and eventually the entirety of this world will be put into a series of books. Plus like an overall like basic lore thing taken care of, I think. That sounds fun. I don't need Frankish or Gothic names. I don't need Hebrew, Hellenic, or Hittite. I don't need Edo period names. I don't need Latin names. I don't need Mayan names. Oh, medieval Mongolian. That's fun. Don't need that right now, but that's cool. Norman names is interesting. Shakespearean is this. Shakespeare was the same era as Elizabeth. Elizabeth the First, like, was an avid Shakespeare fan. She wrote this man letters being like, and like, complained to him about her favorite character in a play dying. And so he had to change the death so that, like, the character didn't actually die. That was the same era. I'm gonna do English Renaissance. Even though, again, anachronistic. The Renaissance was a period of cultural and artistic, and in England this happened in the 15th to 17th century. That was also Elizabethan. There are 3 different, random, like, name things here for the same era. Don't mind me, I'm eating, I'm eating good. I'm eating magnificent. Okay. I mean, I think I've decided. Important characters. Not Nigel. Bring home the best. Yeah, bring your wife the best. With big rounds, big pies. Nigel Burrow. That's not how you spell Nigel. That's how you spell Nigel. All right. Keyword was an important figure in the northwestern portion of the rat's nest. Recently, he gave much to his local community and was generally looked to for leadership and guidance. Wait, no, that's not right. No, it's right. It just looks wrong. He was recently murdered by an unknown assassin and which has the people on edge. You know what would be fucked? If the assassin was sent by that imp. That funny imp that I was talking about last time. By court, the peasant rebels. Where? Hold on. I swear I wrote stuff down. I never put him down as a character. No, I did. Elgrim Fretch. Add link. Elgrim Fretch. There he is. There's Elgrim. Elgrim, my boy. There he is. Let's see. This assassin was sent by Elgrim Fretch. Also, I guess by the time this is all done, the people are gonna forget. I guess spoilers, unless this changes. Because, like, this is like you're watching me, right? And so you're going to see what's going on. Also, this needs to be updated sometime. I'll update it eventually once I have everything taken care of. I'll add the relation. I'll add to the relationship map later. Let me reset this graph just because it looks fun. Yeah, but yeah, no, don't mind the incompleteness of the relationship map. It's fine. It's fine. Man, this is really building itself up, isn't it? Narrow hashed. Oh yeah, look at that. The bubble's starting to pop. Or not the AI bubble's starting to pop, but no, the bubble here, the orb, the circle is starting to grow. Well, with the connection of like everything else. I'm very, very happy. Also, I'm double checking that it is still recording because, as I said, in like a little editing, like editor jungles bit at the end of a Far Cry 5 VOD that I have scheduled now. I don't know where that's the second half of that recording went. It's gone. It doesn't exist. The last thing of that recording is me saying, "Chris, Susie, look at the job you did. Look at the job you did." And then it ends. And so, I don't know where that went. I don't remember if that's when we, that's when we defeated Faith. I hope that's not when we defeated Faith. I'd much rather, have that on camera. Because she's one of the main bosses of Far Cry 5. I love technical difficulties. I will somehow figure out a way to turn this into a book. I don't know yet, though. It's gonna be a thick-ass book, I tell you. It'll be fucking worth the money. Nigel Barrow was an important figure in the northwestern portion of the Rat's Nest. He gave much to his local community and was generally looked to for leadership and guidance. He was recently murdered by an unknown assassin, which has the people on edge. This assassin was sent by Elgrim Fretch. In order to destabilize. That's not how you. Stable. Not staba. Even though here's a problem with accents sometimes, right? Sometimes you pronounce things in the ways that they're not spelled. So like I say destabilize, stabilize, which sounds like it should be Stabalize, but it's Stabilize. I truly enjoy this language which I am cursed to speak. This assassin was sent by Eldon Fletch in order to destabilize rat nest and allow for an invasion of the thief takers men. God, this reminds me. This reminds me. Fair warning on YouTube Shorts advertisements at after like at night or like early in the morning. I got where it was like, this is what Free Palestine means to Hamas. It's like, damn, I didn't know you were that fucking blatant about it. Yeah, no, God, how's that money you gave to YouTube? How's that going? How's that going for you, huh? How's it going good? Is it giving you the effect you wanted? Nobody is immune to all propaganda. And I'm thankful that YouTube is really bad at targeted ads. In order to destabilize the rat's nest and allow for an invasion of the thief taker's men. This is the inciting in C. The inciting incident, which kicked off a murder mystery. Quest in parentheses, which I will get to later. Or no, brackets. It's bracket time. Wait, no, I can't because that's a link. Which I will get to later. Usually when I'm doing my own personal writing and I have something that is a note from me, I put it in square brackets. And a parentheses is just an added context for the sentence. So, normally I would have something like, which I will get to later in square brackets so that I can look at it and go, ah, that is something I am supposed to do. But you know, oh well. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all Gucci. It's fine. It's all Gucci. I'm like stabbing you faster and faster. Like it started off as like a little gentle poke, but now it's 37 stab wounds to the chest and your hands are gone. Don't worry about your hands. I just ate them. It's all good. It's all good. I just ate. My tummy had the rumblies that only hands could satisfy. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Which I will get to later. I feel like is an important note because I need to remind myself to get to it because if I don't get to it, then it's not gonna get done. I'm the only one that does this shit. All y'all out there, you give me really important insight and recommendations and ideas, and that is wonderful, and I appreciate you. At the end of the day, I'm the only one writing it. So I need to remember. I need to remember. I really wish that that Twitch didn't have that lurkers on people. Because I know some people who love to watch streams but not really say anything. Lurkers aren't people. Don't worry about it. They're not real. They don't count. I forgot about Urian Gribble. God, somebody could call him Lord Urine Dribble real easily. Hey there, just walks up to them. Hey there, piss stain. Slaps him on the head, like lovingly, but it's so hard that his head turns flat at the top. Water. Have you guys seen? Have you guys looked at There are these O'Connor art books, one of which is called Dracopedia. Let me look it up so I can put an image on. I might actually open Crit up again just so that I can show images easier. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. O'Connor Drake. Yeah, William O'Connor. I just wanted to... Oh, there's a third book out now. I'm just gonna show the one I personally have. I don't want Amazon. I don't want an Amazon link. I don't want an Amazon link to what I already have. Give me just a moment. I have to open a new canvas, also known as a canvas. Nobody calls it a canvas. Unless you're maybe a loser like me. Let me see. Screenshot. And then Obsidian, goodbye. This book. Dracopedia, a guide to drawing the dragons of the world. This has been incredibly inspirational to me as a work. Let me turn on my overhead light so I can look at my book. Thank you very much. I also, I apologize. I'm feeling a little bit manic today, and I don't know why. I think it might just be the excitement of doing White Elephant later. Also, I have my light on now. But like this book came out a while ago now, ish. Uh, Apparently also it's Canadian. Yeah, this book came out in 2009. It is okay, so 2019 would have been a 10-year-old book. I got this when this is relatively new, by the way. Uh I've had this book for a really long time. And then 2019 was 6 years ago, so this book is 16 years old. But like if you know what? Now that we have this we're on this tangent. We are on this tangent. We are here already. Oh, I don't have Dracopedia Field Guide. Is there another one? Are there side books? Because there's the Great Dragons, there's the Bestiary, and then there's the one I have. I'm trying to find a good image. You know what? This one's good. So this is what I'm about to show because screenshots is the lintworm. Uh, from this exact book. And if you've seen my creature designs, like I have to open you. H for Higuma. It's for Higuma. I have to open you up like a chestnut. It's like this is kind of a different sound, but you can really see. Or if I open and I do critter documents, where are you? Maybe if you look a little bit more. Kobold. I need to get back to my Faldur setting. I really need to get back to this setting eventually. I may do that. I may do that once I get further with Faden. I want to get to a point. Okay, here's what I'm thinking I want to do. I want to work until I have stuff for Faden, not Faden, Hartford, which is in Faden, taken care of, and then I want to get to Faldur because this is my weirder setting. This is my fun, weirder setting, and I really want to get back to it. But yeah, if you look at, like...
if you look at that and sort of look at this, you can sort of see how the style influenced me. This book has been an incredibly important book for my artistic development. Like I have to give William O'Connor like his dues as an influence on my life to a similar caliber as Brian Froud, Kim Jong-gi, uh what's his name? He's a more recent inspiration. He's a digital painter. I'll look him up later. I'm forgetting his name because he's German. But I'm going to put this book away now because if I don't, I will never resume what I'm doing. Uh, I would not like to say. But you know, like he is incredibly important to me, and I'm definitely considering getting the other two Dracopedia books. Let me actually close that. Don't mind it being black. You know what they say, the orange is the new black, and I tell you, orange has never been better. Orange has never been a better color on me. I tell you what, look at me. You'll never catch me wearing orange, though. I'm never going to jail. We we need more Saturday morning cartoon villains in media and less in real life, I tell you. Because you know, it really makes it hard to say that there is no such there. Good and evil is what we do, not who we are. When these fucking like mustache twirling, AI data center building, pollution creating, the water souring, fucking villains are running around in real life, right? These people that like commit genocide just because literally just because they want to, right? Like come on, man. We need more cartoon villains in media, and I think I think I can probably come up with something. It's like, what's he like this? Why is he evil? What inspiration did he have to become evil? I don't know. He wanted to. He was fucked up. He was born evil, or not born evil. He was born and then he was raised to be evil, and to see that that's the right way to go in the world, and then now he makes it our problem. And like there's no underlying tragedy besides the fact that he was raised evil. Right? Everything else, he's had everything taken care of. It's not out of desperation. It's not like it's like, you know, trying to bring back a loved one. No, nothing. It's just fucking little Jack Horner, fucking villain, like from The Last Wish. Great movie, by the way. Very cold take, though. Very cold take. That's a very good movie. I figured out why my friends have said that, like, while my actual like voice for my Trump impression is not good, my the cadence and like the way of speaking is precise. I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out. Trump is ADHD. Trump is ADHD. That's why. I think I figured it out because that's the only thing I can like that's the only sort of way I can explain my ability to do the funny haha
Nobody can do it better than I do, sort of like, and then going off on a million tangents. That's how I speak. Nobody can do it better than me. I'm the greatest. It's me, I'm the Thief Taker General. I'm gonna take all your thieves and we're gonna make Marrowhurst great again. And then we're gonna put them into jail. We're gonna put them into labor camps and then we're gonna make them do our labor. It's gonna be great. That's right, I'm the Thief Taker General. Ugh. My name is Alexander Hamilton. God, I hate the musical Hamilton and the man. I don't much like him either. Like, there's a certain level of respect to that you must give to the founding fathers of your country, but a, a lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them were slave owners, and I cannot condone that, and I cannot say they're good people, and I will not say they're good people. And that's, like, on top of that, too, some of them were just even worse than that. Fucking Andrew Jackson, one of the most evil presidents we've ever had, and we've had the guy we have now, Woodrow Wilson, and Ronald Reagan. I don't know why I picked up my stylus. That is muscle memory. You can tell I'm an artist because my muscle memory is to pick up the stylus. Okay. Ugh, stretching. Manor-housed. Okay, this is the, inciting incident which kicks off a murder mystery quest. Also, I think I may or may not, take inspiration from Ice with how the Thief Taker General's men work. It's like, we are catching criminals and, catching them away from here. You do not have to do with criminals. And then in reality, it's just his men are just hired thugs and thieves and kidnappers that are taking people randomly. People's friends, neighbors, loved ones. You know how it is. You know how it is. Insightful commentary. Stating the obvious, because who else is gonna do it? Okay, let's see. I definitely think a lot of war crimes are happening right now in this setting. Although technically I don't think they're war crimes in the technical sense, but they're clearly war crimes as we define them. Because, like, the Geneva Conventions don't exist in this setting. Or something similar hasn't existed yet, so, like, yeah. There's, like, traditional chivalric rules of engagement sort of shit, but that's really not the same. That's really, really not the same. Yeah, that's not the same thing as, like, codified Geneva Conventions. Also, I hope my mic my mic quality is fine. I can definitely feel myself stimming more. I'm like swaying back and forth in a fun little circle. I'm wobbling in a funny clown circle in the center ring in my big top circus. You know, my big top 10. Oh boy, okay. I need to Alright. Foot kicking time so that I can sit still. That's good. Okay, very good. And now that I can sit still, I can start writing again, maybe. Hmm. This is the inciting incident which kicks off a murder mystery quest, which I will get into later. Okay, what? Uh, Alright, and then now there is a thing underneath, which means we are good. We are good and cool. Nigel Burrow. I will add link. There we go. Link has been added. Link. Wake up, Link. You you need to get the Wii U gamepad so that you can defeat Ganon. Link, remember 100 years ago. Fun fact, I have played Breath of the Wild. I've not played Tears of the Kingdom, and I don't want to. Because I would have to buy it, and I don't already have it. Hmm. It's good to have found the thing again. Oh wait, no, this isn't what. This isn't the website I was. That's not the website. Can't we just talk this out? Shut up, Bo. I'm gonna kill you. Alright, don't mind me. I'm getting sidetracked and I'm taking myself for a ride and I can't escape. My arms, my tentacles must remain inside the ride at all times. Okay, history. Okay, they got rid of the thing. You mean herstory? Da 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 da. Okay, God, sorry, I am on a massive, completely unrelated tangent. I really apologize. Okay, like I'm in a research tangent, and I cannot escape. Um, I'm trying to find a website that I was talking about earlier, and the way I found it last time is like, hey, can I watch the Doctor Who? Can I watch it, please? I need to watch. I would like to watch the new Doctor Who. Because the classic Doctor Who is on Tubi, which I have. And I'm it's not archive.org, although you do a wonderful service. You, archive.org, you do a wonderful, wonderful service, my friend. Okay, make a thread, remind me. I do not. Okay, I am prying myself away. I'm prying myself away. That is something for later. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I am prying myself away. You are looking at disability right here. I am so sorry, guys. Oh my god. Okay, so Nigel Burrow is very important. I think next I want to let's say factor textile. Wait, no. Okay, so the thing is, right? This is based on the 11th and 12th centuries, and factories are not really a thing in the same way until we get to like the Tudor era, because that's when stuff sort of starts picking up in that sense. The wool industry really gets big. Textiles, you know, the country gets a lot of wealth. Uh, uh, when England starts getting their big navy because Henry VIII, the bastard himself, who sucks mad ass. You know who I'm speaking of. Now, I'm trying to think of what kind of person would. Is our food person, maybe. No, okay, no, I want it to be some sort of like, weaver sort of like textile person, or like maybe a not a beer person, like an ale person. Ah, mm, mm, ale person. Ale person, ale person. Uh, oh God. Okay. I apologize. Sorry, I was trying to figure stuff out. I apologize. I think okay. So here's what I'm thinking. Here is what I'm thinking. So one, I'm gonna be right back soon, but I want to finish what I'm thinking first. I apologize. So I'm thinking maybe somebody who specializes as a spinster, like a spinster. Yeah, spinster. A spinster. There we go. And then, so I can put that in so that I don't forget. And then I will be right back. Sit back, relax, enjoy the calming or perhaps terrifying music, depending on your perspective. I will return shortly. Sit back, relax, maybe stretch your legs, get a snack, get a drink of your choice, and so on and so forth. I have returned. Hello. Hi. I am back. I am back. I feel rejuvenated. I feel powerful and awesome. Okay, so yes, this spinster, this lady. Yeah, spinster. Yeah. Spinster. She. She. Is well known to her community for her weaving and embroidery. That is not how you spell that, my friend. I'm gonna have to flens you. Get flens. And she may have seen. And yeah, she may have seen the direction a shadowy figure left to just after the murder of Nigel Burrow. Very cool and awesome, I say myself. Indeed. Yes, quite. Alright. Let's see. It also has a previous connection to the Speaker General. It seems as if they have had a no, I won't say that. I won't say that. I won't say that. I'll no, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Hmm. You know what? You know what, guys? And I really apologize for this. I'm not really super in my A game, at the moment. And because probably because I have a thing later and I keep thinking about it and then I keep getting sidetracked with unrelated stuff and what have you. I am going to go to just chatting, and I apologize that I'm gonna cut this a little bit shy today. I'm probably gonna go a little extra, well, not extra long, but I'm gonna go as long as I can on Sunday. Just to sort of make it up to y'all, because, like, you know. So with that being said, I will do my ending shill now. I've been Bajongles. You can find me over here on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. I would much appreciate a follow. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on Bluesky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hi YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe if you like me. And with that, it has been a good time. I will catch you all on the flip-flop. Bye-bye.